أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So my experience of memorizing Surah Al-Fatihah is Al-Fatihah is the opener, of course. There are 7 verses. Very easy to memorize. If I can do it, I think everyone can do it. The first verse is of course, after Bismillah Rahman Rahim, we have Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. You can repeat this verse 100, 200 times, as many times as you need to memorize it. You can do one verse per day, and in 7 days, you already memorize Al-Fatiha. Or if you're not able to memorize one verse per day, as many days you need, but just a daily program that works for me. If I memorize one verse a day or 2 verses a day, or and because we do our 5 daily prayers, you do Fajr, you repeat after your prayer the verse or before, and then Zuhr, you have 5 daily prayers. If you repeat 10 times per prayer, you have 50 times. If you repeat, you can do the math, right? And so on, how much you need. If you do 20 times, time the 5 daily prayer, then it's hundreds, right? And then the way I do it is that way. Start in Fajr prayer, repeat the verse, and then throughout the day, that's what I'm working on. And between Maghrib and Isha, if you have time, you can do a couple of minutes, and usually 30 minutes to an hour a day, at least for me, because since I was a kid, I'm learning these verses. It's easier to memorize. And then you Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, and the same thing, right? The same program, repeat it, that verse. And then once you finish Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim verse 2, then you connect both of them. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Then you can repeat those 2 verses. Now they're connected as many times as you need. Then third verse, Maliki Yawmiddin, Master of Day of Judgment. After repeating it as much as you can remember, then you go back to the beginning. Some people go back, or you can go back 1 verses, or you can start all over to the top. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. And so on. Next verse, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Repeat that verse as many times as you need. Then you can connect to the verse, the verse that came before it, or you start all over. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. So you want to repeat the verse, and then you want to repeat the link between the previous verse and the verse that you have, because sometimes in the Quran there are a lot of repetition, so you pay attention of not making mistakes. Then the next verse, Ihdina siratal mustaqim. This is verse 6, right? Guide us along the straight path, or toward the straight path. And of course, there's some classes you can take to learn the Arabic alphabet, make the difference between the ha, the ta, the to, the sa, the so. So there are some videos. If you're interested, we can share those links with you. And it just did practice, right? So the same thing, repeat as much as you can. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Then we can link with the previous one. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Then the last verse. Sometime for me, I like stopping stopping a little bit, because but the correct tajweed is to read the whole verse, right? But for breathing issues, sometimes I like to take a break that in a place that makes sense. I go like Surah Al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. Translation of that, the paths of those you have blessed. So that makes sense. If I want to take a little pause, take a breath, and then continue. Surah Al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. And the next one, غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. You can also do the whole verse. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. So I like reading slowly because it helps me to connect with the Quran. So some people, they like going fast. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, I like reading each verse, each words in a very uh, not too slow, but in a very slow way, in a way for me to connect, right? Because I'm thinking about the translation while I'm reading it. And also the Quran gonna check you. If you go too fast, that's how you mix up things. So at least for me, some people go fast and it helps them not make mistakes. But for me, because I think about the translation as much I can, and if I go slowly, it helps me to avoid mistakes and also to stay connected. Don't worry about the voice, the tajweed, the beautiful of the voice. What I found, the more you're connected to the Quran, the more the voice will take care of itself. So most people focus on the voice, and then you make mistake of the Quran. Allah gonna help you. So the more you start, like you like, oh, I'm gonna memorize 7 verses. Once you start, it will just become easier. Once you memorize the first verse, by the end of the week, you're done. And then you're done the 7 verses, 1 verse a day, 7 days. That's a challenge for you. You can do it. If not, you can do it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Every Muslim should be able to do this as quickly as possible. And of course, read the translation so you understand what you're reading. And if you need help, find someone at your local masjid, in the places where there's a lot of brothers and Muslim everywhere. Ask them to review for you. Once you memorize a verse, ask someone, hey, I want to read this verse, or I'm memorizing Fatiha, can you review for me? People will take 5-10 minutes to do it for you, and there's no excuse. This has to be done, and we can memorize it. All right. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. صدق الله العظيم. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.